Hey guys, this is Kage and G-Rat, and today we're going to be telling you about our top 3 favorite maps.
If you guys got any favorites that didn't make this list, just give us shit in the comments for it. You know, I know you're a very narcissistic group, and if something that you like didn't make somebody else's favorite thing, you take it personal. So tell us about it, alright? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. And alright, here we go. Our top 3 favorite zombie maps. We're going to start off first, though, with our honorable mentions. So if you want to call it our number 4, that's fine. We each got an honorable mention. So Cage, what's your honorable mention?
My honorable mention's gotta be Verrückt, okay? I like this map because they split you in half when you played with 4 players, so you had to reunite. I really like that idea, kind of added something to it. Wasn't the greatest map, but I like what they were trying to do there. Also, they had the World War II guns, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah. For me, my honorable mention is Kino der Toten. Just a solid map, good layout. It replaced the DG2 with the Thunder Gun. Thunder Gun's a great weapon. You had your dog rounds. It's still one of those maps that you look back and you kind of go, there's still things that people are trying to pick out as to secrets with the overall storyline, even to this day. Now coming up on Black Ops 3. Just a solid map, and it's something that I feel I've always enjoyed. All right. Now my top 3, my number 3 best map, personal favorite for me is Ascension. Now, Ascension, to me, was one of the first maps that I really felt really interested in the Easter egg. I felt the storyline was really cool, that what was going on in the map. Gave us PH Flopper for the first time. I liked how, you know, you had to really work to get to the Pack-a-Punch. You had a nice long route that you had to take. It was just a really fun map for me.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that as far as why it would be on your top 3. It had some exit routes and stuff like that. My number 3, though, Der Rise. All right? Started it all for me, had the first wonder weapon, came out with the Pack-a-Punch. It really took zombies to the next level, and I enjoyed the map. I enjoyed everything they were doing, and it really was the stepping stone for zombies what we know now.
Alright, so my number 2, Origins. Now, I think this is probably consensual between both of us that Origins is our number 2.
Yeah.
Huge map. Really detailed. Obviously, you started to see some of the higher quality and resolution, stuff like that in the map itself. There was just so much to do in that map. So many little Easter eggs to find. So many little things to sit there and do. You had your 1-inch punch. You had your staff stuff to pick up. You had to pick up all the records, the phonograph parts. I mean, all sorts of shit. I mean, and who couldn't love those giant robots?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they added the next level. I mean, this is what we ended on, so I'm glad we kept evolving zombies. I mean, that's why it's my number 2. It had so much to do. So, it was a big map, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of weapons, wonder weapons for everybody, and it just made it overall just enjoyable.
It set the bar for what they should be coming up with next.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, and I think, again, we have a consensual number 1.
Yeah.
And that's Call of the Dead. Now, I know Call of the Dead isn't everybody's favorite. A lot of people say Origins, a lot of people say, even going back to some of the original World at War maps. But Call of the Dead for me, and I think for you, is just, it was so much fun. You had the Scavenger, you had the VR-11, you had, you know, the map was huge.
Yeah.
To the point where you actually got to sniper rifle.
I love
and
sniping.
use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the maps that you can use the sniper and not feel like, oh, I'm using it down a narrow corridor, you know? Like, I'm actually shooting somebody across the map to maybe help a teammate out.
Yeah, you had a really awesome Easter egg.
Yep.
I love the idea that you're sitting there, you know, trying to help out our 4 main heroes who are locked away, and you're doing all this shit. You had puzzles. You had real puzzles. You had to find shit. It was a great open map, too. But it had the great choke points. You know, when you took the zip line down to the ship, you get stuck on that ship, you're
Yeah, I mean, you had your bailouts, you know, like you said, zip line, you had your bailout plans. Everything was there, and it was the first all-star cast, right?
I think it was. I mean, and who couldn't love... I think it was one of the first real boss zombies as well, as I recall. I might be wrong on that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But Romero was the kind of boss zombie that if you don't f*** with him, you're fine.
Yep.
You know, he's going to walk after you, but unless you shoot him, he's not going to sprint after you to do anything. He just moved you around the map gently, and usually you were all right. But it was such a fun map to play. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, new perks, Stamin' Up came out there, you know, like we had a lot of new things coming in, and Easter egg's always big with me. I know it's big with G-Rat, and it had a really good Easter egg. So if you haven't played it, definitely check that map out. Check out any of our top 3s.
Yep. And go ahead and hit us up with whatever you think, man. How do you like our list? Is our top 3 good? Are they shit? Do you got something better? Tell us why. Later.